Today in election news. The head of the state election headquarters announced today that voting for the 10th presidential election will begin at 800 local time on Friday the 22nd of Khordad, June 12th, and last for 10 hours. Kamran Daneshju, who was speaking at a news conference, said that the final results of the polls will be announced in the course of the 24 hours after the start of the vote counts. Regarding polling stations for Iranians living abroad, Daneshju said that 304 booths had been envisaged for this purpose and that 32 of these would be functioning in the United States. He also said that 46.2 million people were eligible to vote throughout Iran. As to procedure, Daneshju explained that if in the first round of the election, one of the candidates succeeds in gaining half of the total votes cast correctly plus one, thereby gaining an absolute majority, the first round would end. But if half plus one is not obtained, the election will move to the second stage, and next Friday, one of the two candidates will be elected in the runoff. A debate between presidential contenders Mir Hossein Mousavi and Mehdi Karoubi turned into an arena to criticize the ninth government and respond to charges forwarded earlier by the incumbent president Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. It was only toward the end of the debate, which was broadcast live by Network 3 of Iran's state-run television, that the two pro-reform candidates addressed the differences between their respective agendas in a friendly tone. Responding to Ahmadinejad's accusations and questions about taking contributions from indicted businessman Shahram Jazahiri Arab, convening a special court and prisons during his tenure as the head of the Martyrs Foundation, the source of his household income and his assets, and the cost of the campaign publicities and the publication of a photo of Ahmadinejad's wife in a newspaper managed by Karoubi, the latter accused Ahmadinejad of lying with regard to these issues. In the latter part of his speech, Karoubi criticized his rival reformist presidential contender Mir Hossein Mousavi for being absent from the political arena for the past 20 years. Mousavi had not borne any expense and had abdicated responsibility by maintaining silence in the face of human rights violations, the serial murders of Iranian intellectuals, the repression of religious minorities, and the Guardian Council's rejection of parliamentary and presidential nominees as incompetent candidates, Karoubi said. For his part, Mousavi blasted Ahmadinejad, saying that the current president had dragged Iran into economic crisis, international isolation, and the abyss of destruction, and accused him of tampering statistics to deceive the people. As an example, Mousavi cited a statement by Ahmadinejad, who said that the annual rate of inflation was 14%, and compared this to an official report by the country's central bank, which put the average annual rate at 25.4% in 2007-2008. At the same time, the governor of the central bank, Mahmoud Bahmani, said today that he would resign if the smallest problem were to be found in the statistics published by the bank. He said, point-to-point inflation from March 20th, 2008 to March 21st, 2009 was 17.8%, while this figure was at 15.5% in April and 15% in May. He stressed the inflation rate in the 12 months ending on May 20th, 2009 is equivalent to 23.6%. At the same time, Mousavi's wife, Zahra Rahnavard, said that if Ahmadinejad failed to apologize in the next 24 hours for the accusations he leveled at her during last week's debate, in which he said Rahnavard had acquired a doctoral degree without passing the proper courses, she will file a lawsuit against him. Meanwhile, dissident clergyman Grand Ayatollah Hossein Ali Montazeri published a statement on June 6 saying that the Guardian Council of the Constitution considers itself society's guardian and with consultative supervision selects certain individuals and candidates according to taste and rejects others' competency. In his statement, Montazeri considered the disqualifications of parliamentary and presidential nominees to be an obscene violation of the rights of the rejected nominees and an insult to the people. He went on to criticize Ahmadinejad for his accusations against former President and Expediency Council Chair Akbar Hashemi Rafsanjani and several other Islamic Republic officials. These stories and more at TelevisionWashington.com.